Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to make a quick video um, where, I wanted to update you about this channel, and also I wanted to update you about kind of what I've been going through. And um, I'm planning on making a little series of videos um, about my health journey and a lot of what I've been going through in the last 5 to 10 years, because um, it's really shaped who I am today. So I really want to make some videos and talk about all that and share that with you. But yeah, so some of you are probably wondering why I'm not really uploading any songs, and I know that some of you already know, but I I'm having a lot of problems with my health, and basically I've I've been suffering with chronic fatigue syndrome since I was 13 years old, and in the last year it's gotten noticeably worse. I mean a lot worse, really. And basically, about a year ago, I started getting a lot of lung problems and breathing problems and chest pain. And on top of, having chronic fatigue syndrome and being tired all the time, and I already had chronic sinusitis too for 10 years. So I started getting all this chest pain, and it was really worrying me and everything. And, I went to the hospital a few times for that. And they never found anything, but I mean, I knew something was wrong. I mean, it's not normal to have chest pain and feeling like you can't breathe well. And so, and then later, so this was back about a year ago when I started getting these breathing problems. But then about 6 months ago, I also started getting digestive issues, and um, it's been really bad the last few months. And I mean, I used to be able to eat pretty much everything, and now I can hardly eat anything without getting indigestion. And so it's been quite a challenge. And I lost weight and also lost my appetite a lot because of the abdominal pain that I have too. So it's been really challenging, but I recently found out why, and that's because I was diagnosed with Lyme's disease about 4 weeks ago, and that basically explains why I've had all these health problems for all these years. And on top of the Lyme, I have 6 other tick-borne infections, along with the Lyme. So I've got quite an infection, bacterial infections going on in my body, which is depleting my body really bad. And my guess is all this. I probably got some of that in my childhood, because I was noticing when I was around 10 years old that I was really tired, more than usual, and I couldn't really figure out why. I would wake up tired, and then basically it's just gotten progressively worse over the years. And then when I was about 14 years old, I moved into a house that was severely water damaged, and it had visible mold um, growing on the walls, and it was black colored mold. So I'm not even sure if, I don't know if it was actually the toxic kind, but but basically the house was saturated with mold, and I lived in that house for about 1 year. And then basically in that year that I lived in that house, I started getting chronic fatigue syndrome really bad, and chronic sinusitis and chronic congestion, and that's never gone away. Basically, I'm still congested every day, and I'm 25 now, so it's been over 12 years that I've really been trying to figure out my health. And yeah, so I'm planning on making some videos where I talk about all this in depth, and I want to share a lot of what I've learned, because when I started getting chronic fatigue syndrome when I was 13, that's when I decided I wanted to figure out what was going on with my health. And so I've been on this massive journey to figure out how I could live healthier, how I could feel good, because that's really the top one priority right now. And I think this priority is it goes for most people to feel good and to feel healthy. I think that's what we all really want at the end of the day. And yeah, we have to take care of ourselves in these times, and we have to have our wits together, because we really need them for our discernment. And it's really hard to do that. It's hard to think clearly, it's hard to have clarity when you're bedridden and exhausted all the time and can't think straight because of health problems. So I will be sharing a lot of the for example, like things that I wish I had done differently, because I made a lot of mistakes over the years, letting things go too much, when I wish I would have acted on how I was feeling sooner, because maybe I would have been able to identify what was going on sooner, and because I wasted a lot of my energy into just trying to fix my diet, because I always thought it was my diet that was not right, or I thought that, I need to exercise more and things like that. But the truth is, those things didn't really change anything, and exercising more was making me worse. It was depleting my mitochondria that were already trying to compensate for the fact that I have Lyme's disease and 6 other bacterial tick-borne infections. So yeah, I think that's about all for now, but I'll be making more videos, and I am still trying to I'm still writing songs. It's just that it's hard to record because it takes a lot of energy, and also it's hard for me to sing some days because I have my airways get kind of, it's almost this sort of asthma like sensation that I get in my airways, and it just feels like my chest constricts and it's harder to breathe. And some days I don't really have that, and then some days it comes back, and so it makes it hard to sing when I have that. So yeah, I'll be going into a lot more detail, and also thank you to everyone who's watched and listened to my songs. It really means a lot, and I really appreciate all the comments supporting me. It's great. It's wonderful to feel like I can share some of my music and some of my songs, and I look forward to being able to sharing more. And this is only the beginning of my healing journey, so I'm looking forward. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next video.